Hello everyone, I'm Bruffy1322 and this video will showcase the fastest 4-seat cars overall in GTA 5 organised by lap time, with the top speed of each vehicle also shown in order to identify any outliers. All 637 cars in the game from the 17 vehicle classes that aren't motorcycles, cycles, boats, helicopters and planes have been put through their paces on my testing track and top speed run, and we'll be seeing the best of those with 4 seats in this video. Be sure to subscribe to stay up to date on future testing of new vehicles added to GTA 5 and beyond, and check out all vehicle classes in the playlist. This video is brought to you by my second channel, Bruffy's Random Bits. Subscribe to it via the link in the description for random clips, races, let's plays and other content that doesn't make it to the main channel. As we start the list, it's important for me to let you know that the intro video to this series, which is linked in the description and pinned comment, likely answers any questions you have about this testing. From simple things like what car upgrades are needed to maximise performance and what HSW stands for, to more complicated things like why I use off-road wheels and overall testing methodologies. Give that video a watch if there's anything there that you don't understand here, since everything there is assumed knowledge for this video. So the top 10 for the 4-seat vehicles actually starts with the top 3 overall for the SUVs class, with the Castigator in 10th place, the HSW Astron Custom in 9th place, and the HSW DiNmiTe in 8th place. It must be said though that the HSW Astron Custom's top speed of 136.25 miles per hour is actually the second quickest top speed for 4-seat vehicles in the game. We don't actually get to see the number 1 top speed for 4-seat vehicles here, because that goes to the AC Rally HSW version, another SUV, obviously, and another HSW car, but its lap time is outside of the top 10 and we're focusing on lap time with this. So keep in mind that, yeah, although the Astron Custom was in 9th place there, it actually has the second highest top speed for 4-seat vehicles, and the AC Rally has the highest, although it probably doesn't matter when we see our number 1 vehicle because it's very close to them both anyway. So the rest of the vehicles here, most of them are actually sports cars, starting with obviously the Raiden there and then the Neon, 2 electric vehicles that obviously they really struggle with their top speeds, but they have really good acceleration because they're electric, and they get good lap times. For going around the city and stuff, electric vehicles aren't too bad, and you could certainly do worse than the Raiden or the Neon. We got a muscle car next with the Buffalo STX. 103.1 is just a little bit quicker than what we saw from the Neon and the Raiden, but it has a much better top speed of 126 miles per hour, and actually one of the quickest top speeds that we see here. Obviously it's only 2 miles per hour slower than the HSW DiNmiTe, that top speed, but it gets a much better lap time if you compare them and go back, but it's still not really going to hold a candle to what we'll see later on. The Sultan Classic is up next with a 102.1, so we've gone basically a second per lap quicker. Top speed's not as impressive as the Buffalo STX though, with 117 miles per hour, but still a relatively competent vehicle, the Sultan Classic. And obviously this is the sort of original Sultan Classic, not the Sultan RS Classic that you can use in tuner races. This is the 4-door version, and it's in 4th place overall for 4-seat cars. 3rd place overall for 4-seat cars is the Draga, which goes a fraction quicker than the Sultan Classic with a 102.0. Again, not a very good top speed, so you need to take into account that this is based on lap time, and sometimes the top speeds are going to be a struggle. So if you're taking 3 other friends halfway across the map, the Draga is probably not the one you're going to want, but if you're going to take them off-road or up Mount Chiliad, it's definitely the one you want. So it's all circumstantial, again, until we get to the first one. In 2nd place, we've got another sports car with the Jugular. This is the first one to break the 1:2 barrier with a 1:1.3, a very good top speed as well of 125 miles per hour. I think that puts it around the top 5 for top speed as well for 4-seat cars. So, the Jugular is certainly the best all-round 4-seat car, at least when you're talking about normal cars, because there is one that is just gonna kind of destroy everything, and if you don't already know what it is, it's the Toreador. It goes significantly quicker than everything else for lap time with a 56-second lap, obviously all because of its rocket boost at the back, but that's 5 seconds per lap quicker than the Jugular. It is a 4-seat vehicle. 135 miles per hour for its top speed is only just a little bit slower than the Issy Rally and the Astron Custom, so it's in third place for 4-seat vehicles for its top speed anyway. You know, you're gonna give up maybe a couple of miles per hour over an Issy Rally, but you're gonna be going 10 seconds per lap quicker. So really, you know, and you'll see it on the comparison, the Toreador is kind of the only thing that you ever need for 4-seat vehicles. Obviously there might be situations where you can't use it, you know, it is one of those special vehicles. Sometimes you can't use those in missions, for example, or weaponized vehicles and whatnot. Then the Jugular would obviously be the one to choose, but if you're just looking at 4-seat vehicles from across all the, you know, across everything that's available, the Toreador is just so far ahead of everything else that, you know, it's the only pick really. So yeah, that's everything for this video. Please consider supporting on Patreon or become a YouTube member if you want to support this work and get some extra perks for doing so, such as early access to videos and other testing results. Also remember to read the description for more info, comment with your thoughts, like the video if you enjoyed it, found it helpful, and subscribe for more. As always, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.